tuloy naman tayo doon sa estate tax. No?
Okay.
So, doon sa estate tax, ano ba ang proseso kapag namatay yung isang tao?
Ito yun, di ba, we made a distinction between real property tax and estate tax. Estate tax is a tax being imposed before the properties can be transferred to the rightful heirs, to the legal heirs, di ba? So, ano bang proseso muna, di ba? Normally, when a person dies, ang unang-unang gagawin dapat natin bilang mga loved ones, yung natira, yung heirs, what we call the heirs, unang-una is kailangan muna ng listing, ng inventory, ng assets nung namatay. So what are those properties? Yun nga, mga titulo, dapat i-compile nyo yung mga cash, yung bank accounts, shares of stock, lahat, anything under the name of the decedent, yan muna, i-compile nyo, gawa kayo ng inventory. Okay? That's the first step that you need to do. After that, you will now make a determination how to transfer those assets to the heirs. Okay. So ngayon, tatanungin ito ngayon papasok kung merong will.
Yes.
Will, yes. No will, paano to, 'di ba? So normally, 'di ba, very popular. Kailangan ka gumawa ng will, 'di ba?
Last will and testament.
Last will and testament, 'di ba? There are two kinds of wills, guys. There's what you call the notarial will. Ang daming requirements 'yun. Before notary public, may mga witnesses, may mga ano 'yun, may mga requirements, strict requirements 'yun. Then there's what you call a holographic will. Okay. Ano holographic will? Parang high-tech. Holographic. Hindi. In essence, it's a will that is purely handwritten will, signed and prepared by the decedent. Testator, that's what they call it. Kung hindi ka pa namamatay, yung gumagawa kasi ng will, they call a testator.
Okay.
Testator. Okay? So, between the two, ang mas economical, si holographic will. Diba? Kasi yun sa notarial will, kailangan mo pa mag-hire ng notary public, kailangan mo ng witnesses, may mga requirements, di ba? Tapos
saka hindi mo pwedeng mabago-bago.
Kagad.
Kasi dadaan ka na naman.
Pwede mo punitin na lang. Yung holographic, punitin mo lang yun. Gawa ka ulit. Okay. Pero doon sa two wills na yun, whether it's holographic or whether it's a notarial will, both need to go through the probate court.
Ano yung probate court?
Yun. Ang probate court is you have to file, in essence, sa regional trial court. You need to have it approved. That it's, the will is it's prepared in accordance with law.
Okay.
So, yun ang kailangan ng finding ng probate court. So, hire ka pa ng abogado. Papa-approve mo pa yung will. Whether it's handwritten or notarial will. Magastos, di ba? That's one way. That's one way to have your assets distributed, di ba? The other way is kung walang will. Okay. Kung walang will, there's two ways. You go through the courts again, judicial partition, okay? Or, number two, ito yung pinaka-best practice, pinaka-economical, pinaka-matipid, assuming na walang debt si decedent at of legal age lahat ng heirs, pwede kayo mag-execute ng extrajudicial settlement of estate.
Yeah.
Hindi kayo dadaan ng korte. Yun lang. So, what I normally, as a but ang caveat lang doon, kung mga reservation doon, guys, is if lahat ng heirs ay nagkakasundo. Kasi kung hindi nagkakasundo yung heirs, hindi nyo ma-execute yung extrajudicial settlement. Kasi yung extrajudicial settlement, nagsasaad kung sino sinong kumbaga ang makakamana nito. Kayo na nag-agree amongst yourselves.
Okay. So sila na nag-usap-usap yung mga heirs. Okay.
That's an extrajudicial settlement. Pero kung let's say may isa doon na hindi nag-agree, you will have to go through, the testator might want to consider a will.
Yeah.
Or Kung walang will, you have to go through the judicial process, judicial partition.
Okay.
Wow, diba? So, you need to hire a lawyer. Gagastos kayo. See?
Okay.
Kung, let's say, maayos kayo, reasonable lahat, mas matipid, kahit sa judicial settlement kayo. Mas maganda, kung isa lang yung heir, let's say, isa lang yung anak, affidavit of, ano lang yun, of self-adjudication. Siya lang kasi, di ba? Oo. Mas madali yun, di ba? Kung only child, problema sa Pilipinas, madami tayo lagi, di ba? Anim yung anak.
Yeah. Okay. So, dun sa, attorney, sa extrajudicial, parang supposedly pantay-pantay siya. I mean, hati-hati, hating kapatid.
Yes. Okay, yeah. As a general proposition, I agree with that.
Parang ganon. Ngayon, kung gusto mo na, let's say, pamanahan ng mas malaki ng konti yung bunso dahil walang trabaho, dahil may challenges, etc., dapat ba mag-create siya ng bill para mabigyan ng mas malaki yung isang...
Well, at the outset, pwede by agreement of the... let's say, reasonable lahat, pwede na naman, kung mag-agree lahat na si bunso, mas malaki. Wala na naman magko-contest nun, di ba?
Okay.
Kayo na, nag-agree na kayo. That's one.
Okay.
That's one. Kung alam ni Papa, alam ni Tatay na mag-o-object yung mga ibang mga kuya at mga ate mag-o-object. Ilalagay niya sa will.
Okay.
Pero, there's what we call kasi compulsory heirs. Kumbaga, hindi sa batas dito sa Pilipinas kasi we adopted the laws of Spain. Diba? We were conquered by Spain.
Siyempre, nod ng gumbursa.
Yun, diba? We're conquered by Spain. So, our laws of succession, our civil code is based on the Spanish civil code. So, ang inadopt din natin nila yung concept of legitim and of compulsory heirs. Attorney, mga technical terms na to, ha? Compulsory heirs kasi, ang sinasabi doon is these are forced heirs. When I say forced heirs, hindi sila yung sinasaad, minamandate ng batas na dapat tagapagmana mo. Na hindi sila basta-basta, na automatic. Automatic yun, ha? Let's say, namatay ka, automatic, ito yung mga tagapagmana mo. Okay? Na hindi dapat sila matatanggal na bara-bara-bay. Pero pwede mo silang tanggalin, pero as a general rule, automatic sila, nandyan sila. That's why it's compulsory heir. Okay? So, as opposed, ano yung sinabi ko kanina? As opposed to, heirs, di ba? Okay. So, who are these heirs, di ba? Let's say, single ka. Tapos single si A. Namatay si B, wala siyang anak. Buhay pa yung magulang ni A. Ang compulsory heir niya, single siya, di ba? Wala siyang asawa, wala siyang anak. Ang compulsory heir niya is mga magulang niya.
Okay.
So, but normally, kung si A, let's say si A, may anak, may asawa, mayroon siyang buhay pa yung magulang niya, namatay siya. Ang unang-unang maging compulsory heirs, the children, hindi na yung you go down first in the descending line.
Okay.
Tapos excluded na yung taas. Okay. Tapos automatic lagi yung spouse mo. Legal spouse, is a compulsory heir. Yun lagi. Okay. Legal spouse, descendant, yan. Descendant, legal spouse, compulsory heir. As a general rule.
Okay.
Sila yung concurring. Okay? Yung mga kapatid mo, kung wala kang anak, wala kang spouse, wala kang parents, tsaka ka magko-collateral.
Saka collateral ka,
yung siblings.
Okay.